Hey guys, Daniel here from Bun Head Gasket Racing. I thought I'd go through the process of showing you how I'm going to remove the radiator on the budget track build impreza here, in case no one's ever done it before or you're not sure. So to begin with, you've got the top radiator hose. I'll bring the front closer so that way you guys can actually see. I've already taken the hose off, but that's okay. So let me turn the camera. So you've got the top radiator hose here, which on my car is held on by these hose clamps. You can actually buy hose clamp tools. They're a 7mm socket. You just unscrew them until they're loose, or not really loose, and sometimes they can be hard. You want to be careful because this is a plastic tank. You don't want to put a screwdriver in here and lift it up, because then what can happen is you can actually break your radiator, and that if you not close your parts store, if it's a Sunday and you go to work on a Monday, or if it's a public holiday, you're in a world of hurt. And sometimes if you haven't got JB Weld or other quick fix options, or if it's too far back on the neck of the radiator, broken too far back here, you might not be able to actually save the radiator, and then you are, in a world of pain there to not be able to fix it. So just be careful. Another good option, sometimes a bit of WD-40, a penetrant in there to actually help soak around there. It sounds stupid sometimes, but even a heat gun to just try and warm up the hose a little bit, just try and soften it. It's usually the rust, if you haven't got a inhibitor like a coolant in there, that it just makes the actual hose very crusty, and that's what makes it stiff, not wanting to come off the top of the radiator. Okay, so I'm doing this on the ground. You've got one more hose. It goes to the bottom here. Same thing again. No hose clamp. Undo the hose clamp. This one's a little bit more tighter, but you can get it off. I haven't undone the other end because I'm going to pull it out with the radiator at the same time, because it's just a bit harder to get up into. Whether you can, I don't know if you can see that. So my camera's shit. You can tell I'm new at this, and that's fine. I'm learning. It is what it is. Alright, so you've got these two 12mm bolts here. So at the moment I'm going to take them two off. So I'm going to at this stage, your radiator should be loose, which mine is. It's a bit sunny out there. The other hose you're going to have, I'm not pointing out, is this is your power steering. It sits inside this clip. I've just lifted it out of the clip. Sorry, I'll try not to speak too quickly or mumble, which I'm used to doing. Now down here we've got Look at the clip. Let me put you on pause. Right. So this is one of the clips for one of the fans I've got in my hands. I'll zoom in. So that way you can actually see it. On this clip, if you pull it up, I know since it's hard to see, pull it up, not down, pull the clip up, it comes out. So I'll show you this way. Push out, not in, so don't push in, push out. That way the clip goes over the top of that. We've got to let me zoom out, sorry guys. We've got to remove the overflow bottle just to make it easier to get to the other clip for the other fan, just to make it easy access. You don't have to, I can go from underneath, but just to give it a little bit easy access. And also I'm going to be cleaning out the bottle anyway, just with a bit of detergent, just to make it fresh and clean. So give me a sec guys. So these are two 10mm bolts. So I'll pull up this overflow hose. Just like that easy. I actually used my Ryobi 3/8 tool here just to make it a lot more quicker, but I do have a ratchet. Actually put it in my guard covers here. They're magnetic, so they're actually magnetized to the side of the car, and they've actually got pockets. That way I actually can put tools and stuff inside of them without just leaving them on the car. But you know, especially if you've got a nice car, you're not damaging your car. But this I'm not really fussed about. Alright, so there's another clip down here somewhere. Alright, same thing again. This one, let me zoom in for you guys, that way you actually can see what I'm doing, but same as the other side. Lift up on the tab, and then I'd be hard to show, but lift up on the tab one hand. So what I'm doing is I'm lifting up on this tab here, push up. See if I can show you here. So just, there's not a lot, just a slight little bit of movement. If it doesn't move, even a little bit of WD-40 on this will help. Sometimes I get a lot of dirt and debris in it. A little bit of WD-40, even blow it out with a bit of air will help. Alright, so this is correct. There we go. Radio's out. As I said, the bottom radiator hose is still on, and as I said, the bottom radiator hose on this is a little bit harder to get to. I'll show you why. So the clamp is facing upwards. So yes, you can get it from inside. You'd have to come from inside the car downwards and get the hose clamp. I'm not saying you can't, but I've just taken it out with the car, and I'll probably just leave it on when I flush it out. As you guys can see, this car's full of debris, leaves and shit, and also this car's been in an accident. Like, that's one of the reasons I'm also pulling this thing apart, because I'm going to eventually rip off this front bar and see if I can at least get some, you know, get this front bar straightened out a little bit. This light straightened out. Yes, it's a track car, but I just want to make it look a little bit better, make it sit a bit better. But the other reason why I've actually taken out the radiator is, like I said before, I am doing an AC delete. So for me to actually get the AC condenser out will make it so much easier now. And now I actually can get to the sensor I need, replace that, because I've got so much more access. I can gurney inside there. I can see the condition of my belt, which is quite bad, so I can order a new belt, and that'll be another item that I can add to my list. So this is a good time for me to be able to do a few jobs to this. But taking the radiator out isn't that hard. And the thermostat's underneath, so I'll be taking that out, checking the condition of that, making sure it's operating correctly. I've got gasket paper if needed to be to make a new gasket. I just want to make sure it's working correctly. Last thing I want to do is get to a track and it not working correctly. Even though the engine's not that powerful, I just want to make sure that it's operating correctly. Yeah, so I'll leave this video there. Any questions regarding removal of the radiator, or anything about you're not sure about, just hit me up, send me a message. Like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. I'm just trying to grow the channel, guys. It's a new venture for me. I'm not, like I said, it's trying. As you can see from the videos, I'm very awkward, but I'm trying to get out there and put my hand, jump in the deep end and try it. You got to start somewhere. And yeah, hopefully eventually I'm designing, my logo for my company. Starts my business, which is Blunt Head Gasket Racing. I've owned it for a few years now, so like I said, I do have another car daily, so I can show that. Actually, I'll show that on the video. It's a Evo 10, so I do have another car that I actually can take to the track and have some fun in. And it's been modded slightly, so I've been to the track in that, and it's fun. But buying the Subaru is I want to do some stupid stuff, bonnet vents and stuff that I don't want to damage that car, and that's the reason I'm doing it to this. And it's why this car's unregistered and not insured, and it doesn't need to be where I live to have this type of a track car. So it'll be trailered to and from events. Yeah, so like I said, like, comment, subscribe, that'd be great. Thanks guys for watching, and next video will be probably me replacing the sensor, and unsure what's next, but yeah, we'll go from there. Cheers guys, thanks, peace.